Yeah, that's right. We actually have an update in regards to this trade. Because earlier this morning it was revealed by Larry Brooks on Twitter that the New York Rangers have notified the NHL that they are sending this year's 12th overall first-round pick to Pittsburgh to complete the JT Miller trade instead of deferring the transfer to 2026. The New York Post has learned. Of course, the JT Miller trade took place between two teams, the Canucks and the Rangers. Vancouver sent Miller over to New York. New York sent a conditional first over to Van. Van then quickly traded that first-round pick to the Pittsburgh Penguins for Marcus Pettersson, and thus this entire triangle of first-round picks and trades was started. Now, this is really interesting, because the JT Miller trade was, it feels like ages ago. It was actually just 5 months ago, back in January. Is that right? January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, it was 5 months ago. And while 5 months is like half a season, literally, in NHL time, the fact is we are so far removed from a Vancouver Canucks team that had JT Miller to what Francesco Aquilini and Patrick Allvin have at their fingertips now, that hearing about this JT Miller trade update, it does feel kind of foreign in a way. But this update is actually one that I think a lot of Penguins fans are disappointed to see, because the Rangers had two options heading into, I believe it was either tomorrow at 6 p.m. or in 2 days at 6 p.m., something like that. The New York Rangers had a very particular stipulation in the first-round pick that was included in the JT Miller trade, and it was very simple. It would be either New York's 2025 first-round pick or their 2026 first-round pick, and whichever one it would be up to the Rangers. Now here's the thing. The New York Rangers kind of stunk this previous year, and they did so unexpectedly. This was a team that was literally the President's Trophy winning squad in 2023-2024. So the fact that they were in a position to even get the 12th overall pick in 24-25 was quite the accomplishment. And I think a lot of folks were looking at the Rangers and saying, okay, well, they have the choice of sending their 2025 first or their 2026 first. It's either going to be 12th overall or whichever pick they end up getting the year after. And if they believe that this year was a write-off, they could just send over their next year's pick, right? Think about it like this. All right, our team underperformed. We had a crappy year. We got the 12th overall pick. Well, we're surely going to be better next year, right? So let's send our next year pick, because our next year pick is probably going to be a lot worse than 12th overall. It's going to be further down in the first round because we are going to perform better. Or so you would think. Because with the Rangers sending over their first round pick this year, it does do a few things. Firstly, it solidifies everything. It doesn't give us the opportunity to speculate on what's going to happen for the next year's worth of Rangers hockey, because we all know Penguins fans are going to be doing exactly that. Oh, the Rangers made a move. Oh, the Rangers suck. Oh, the Rangers are looking good. Oh, is this good for the Penguins? Are the Rangers going to start winning again? That entire train of thought does not have to leave the station now. But what it also does is it expresses a little bit of doubt within the New York Rangers organization themselves, because I'm thinking about this like, hey, if the Rangers are thinking to themselves, we don't really know if we're going to play better next year. We don't know if our first round pick in 2026 is going to be higher in the draft than 12th overall this year. We don't know if we're going to suck so bad that maybe we have ourselves an opportunity at being a lottery team. You remember how the Ottawa Senators grabbed Jake Sanderson and Tim Stützle in the 2020 draft? It's because that first-round pick that San Jose sent over to Ottawa in the Erik Karlsson trade was just that, a first-round pick for a team that was dog water terrible And the Sharks did not get any of the benefits of being a bad team because they didn't have the pick. Sure, they had Erik Karlsson, but still, that was what happened 5 years ago. Looks like the Rangers were looking at it and saying, okay, we could take the risk, we could send over our first-round pick next year, but on the off chance, whatever that percentage chance may be, that we suck, we don't want Pittsburgh to get second or fourth or seventh or, goodness forbid, first overall. That would be a disaster. Imagine if we had the opportunity to grab a first overall pick like Gavin McKenna, Connor Bedard's cousin, who is just looking like a franchise talent himself. And I saw a lot of Penguins fans responding to the news today like, oh man, like I'm kind of disappointed with that or whatever. I also do think that just sending the pick this year makes things a lot easier, especially for a Rangers team that is realistically going to be better than they were this previous year, especially with JT Miller in the mix. I do think that he improves the Rangers quite a lot. I also do think that for New York, this allows them to be a lot more flexible with their draft capital, because if by February 2026, the Rangers are in a very solidified top 3 spot in the Metro, and at that point, let's say they want to make a trade. It's like, okay, we have our 2026 first-round pick available to send to teams, no questions asked. Like, it's just a pick, it exists, it's in our organization, it's already confirmed to have that weight. We don't have to juggle it around like, oh, we can send our pick next year. Like, if the Rangers kept their pick in 2025, and they used it, and the 2026 pick automatically goes to Pittsburgh, then at the 2026 trade deadline, they're going to be forced to trade away their 2027 first-round pick. They're going to be forced to deal from that perspective, and teams would probably prefer not to receive that type of draft capital. It's like, okay, we probably want our picks now. So for the New York Rangers, it helps them a lot because they can just settle it quickly. Okay, Pittsburgh, you'll get the 2025 pick, we'll keep our 2026 pick, and then next year we can trade the 2026 pick if need be for whatever player, center, whatever it is that we're looking for. So, with all this in mind, I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about the Vancouver Canucks, JT Miller, Pittsburgh Penguins, New York Rangers trade update? And yeah, that's right, the Canucks are involved in this. They were the facilitators to get this done. The pick went from New York to Vancouver to Pittsburgh, and now it's been confirmed to being the 2025 pick. Let me know in the comments section your opinions. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sign on. And bye.